I'm going to be teaching the makeup for the dance competitions. What I do first is I prime my skin. It just makes the makeup stay on better. I use this one because I have dry skin, but you can use any kind. It just makes the foundation and everything last longer. I just rub it in with my hands. So with all this stuff, you can do like whatever order you want. Like you can do the foundation first if you want, like all the face makeup, or you can do the eye makeup first if you want. I do the foundation first, so that's what it's gonna be like in this video, but if you wanna do eyes first, that's totally up to you. But for me, I think that you should always do like eyebrows first before like your eyes, obviously, because then you can like clean it up around, and then yeah, it doesn't get all over your face, and then you just have to redo it later. So for eyebrows, you just take like a little brush, or you can take eyeshadow that's like the same color. If you don't have stuff like this, you just spoolie through it like so, take it, and then just like fill in your eyebrows a little bit so they're darker. I just filled in this one. You can already tell that it's darker than this one, but if it's like too dark, then you can go in with the spoolie and just like kind of brush through it a little bit to make it like not as dark. After eyebrows, I do foundation next. And then to blend it, you can either use like a beauty blender like this, which should always be damp when you use it so it doesn't suck up as much product and little makeup can go longer. Or you can use a foundation brush like this. It doesn't suck up product if it's like a synthetic brush. It'll just pat it in, and you can like blend it in like this, brush it around, or pat it in like this. I always just recommend the beauty blender because it is more seamless. So when you're doing your foundation, you have to make sure that it all blends in, and you have to blend it into your neck because it will look weird if there's just like a harsh line of where your foundation ends and your actual skin color begins. And I recommend tapping the foundation in like this because then it like makes it blend more. Okay, so next is concealer. Take this in a little bit of a lighter color than your natural skin tone. Put it on your eyes, just like a little bit in like a triangle-ish thing, like that. That's what I do. Chin, nose, middle brow, up, like that, just to highlight your face. And then you also blend this in with a beauty blender. And what I also do is I put it around my eyebrows, so then it like makes them look neater. But if you don't do as much as I do with your eyebrows, then I guess it's not necessary unless you like it gets really messed up. So once that's all done, you can either take like a pressed powder like these up here, like the light ones, or a loose powder like this, and take it. I use a pressed powder to just set your makeup. You just take like a fluffy brush, put it all over so it doesn't all come off. So now it's time for contour. And so you want to take a color a little bit darker than your skin tone, but not too dark, so it looks like mud. So I take this kind of like this, but it just depends on your skin tone. You take it, put it on your forehead, down onto your cheekbone, and on your jawline, like a 3 shape. So then you just look a little darker and not so pale. And for the cheekbone, you can do like a fishy face like this, and blend right where like the line is. And you want to blend like upwards, not down, so it looks like you are actually contoured and not like you have a beard. So for blush, we've been using the same one for a few years now. I don't know if we are still gonna use this one. Probably. It's the L'Oreal True Match in Spiced Plum. That's the one that we were told to buy a couple years ago. I still use it. I don't think they've said anything different. Mine is broken. Take a fluffy brush like this, like what we use to like set your face with the powder. Take it, just kind of make sure you get some on there, and then you like smile like this, put it on your cheeks, and kind of blend it up like onto your cheekbone as well, but not like harsh line of blush, but enough so you can see it on stage. And then with this, you just do like, just put it on. Okay, so after the blush, that means it's time for the eyeshadow. But before the eyeshadow, I do this. You definitely do not have to do this. I do this because it catches the fallout after I do my face makeup. If you do your eyeshadow before your face makeup, you don't have to worry about this at all. But like the fallout of the eyeshadow will get underneath your eyes and your eyes will turn like black. So what I do to fix this, and also because I sweat a lot, I take a translucent loose powder. Don't use one that says like HD finishing, because then that gives you super white flashback and it'll look like really intense if you take like pictures and stuff. So I do this, put it on my beauty blender on the end, and then I take it and I put it underneath my eyes like this. I just take a lot, pat it underneath, and so then when you're done with the eyeshadow, you can just brush it away with a fluffy brush and then it will be fine. And if you are worried about flashback, if you do your eyeshadow after your foundation, you could just swipe it away with a brush without using all the excess powder. And if you do swipe it away and there's like a little bit of black stuff there, just take concealer, put it on over it, blend it in, it'll be fine. This year we are using this e.l.f. Bite-Size eyeshadow palette in the shade Truffles. It's just 4 brown colors like we usually use. But before I do that, I like to prime my eyelid. You can use concealer or you can use like an eye primer, but it just makes your eyeshadow stay on longer and your eyeliner too. So I just put it on. If you use concealer, you can put it on when you just like normally do the rest of your face makeup, if you do your face makeup before. But I just take this and rub it on my eyes after I'm done with my face makeup. So the first thing that you do with the eyeshadow is you take this second darkest color on like a brush meant to like just a normal blending brush. Take it, put it in your crease, so like right here, and you just blend that all the way up to your eyebrow, so it's like all blended together and it's not like a harsh line of eyeshadow. So after that first layer is done, you take this third darkest eyeshadow, take it on. You can do the same brush if you want. I just use the same brush. And you want to put that in your crease as well, but don't blend it as high as the other one. So you just basically put it on here, and then you can go back in with this second color and make it blend more. But you want it to be like darker to lighter, so it's not just like super dark all the way up to your brow bone. So like you see how it's like dark and then it goes like to light like a little bit? That's kind of what you want to do. So then with a smaller brush like this or like this, something that's small and like precise but you can still blend with it, you take the darkest eyeshadow in here, pat it on there, and you put that on the outside, like half of your eyelid, but make sure that you don't do just like a V. You want to do like an actual triangle, filling it in so it looks like it's like blended throughout, and you want to blend that inward to like the middle, but not passing this halfway mark, if you understand. And then I blended in a little bit more in the crease, so then it's a little darker. And then you can go in with the other brush, take the colors from before, and then blend that more so it's not a harsh line from the black to the browns. So you see how it's like dark and then it kind of goes up and then it gets lighter? That's what you want. And then finally for the eyeshadow, you can take a smaller like lid brush that's like super thin, small, something like this, and then you take the lightest, the shimmery color, put that on your brush, and then you just put it in the like the inner corner of your eye, and then you blend it up to the halfway mark where the black ended. Take it, blend it up, and then you can take this other brush, blend that together so it's not like a harsh line. And this is what the eyeshadow looks like once it's done. It goes all the way up, blends from dark to light, and then the light is in the middle, goes out like that. Also, I wiped off the powder that I put under my eyes already. But anyways, for eyeliner, you can use what I use, like a felt tip eyeliner, or you can use a liquid eyeliner like in the little tube that you twist up. Doesn't really matter as long as you get a black eyeliner. You can use the tape for this, like when you take like Scotch tape, put it on your eyes, do that, so you have like a line that you can like follow to do your eyeliner. But I don't do that. I just take it and I put it. Just do a little wing. You don't have to do like a ginormous one. Take it and then you just connect it like that. Fill it in. And then you connect it like basically all the way on your eye. So like that. So I just finished my eyeliner. And pro tip for parents doing your children's eyeliner, this is what Tina says to do if they are really fidgety with their eyes. Have them lay in your lap and you can just take their eye and then do it like that so that you have more control over it. So now we do mascara. Just take mascara, any kind you want. Just put it on like you normally do, tops and bottoms. So next is eyelashes. I just use these little tiny ones. Don't use anything super extravagant because then it'll like just drag down the eye, make it not as appealing. Take your glue. I just use this one. I use black. You can use black or white, whatever. Take eyelash, put the glue on the eyelash, and then you have to let it sit for a little bit. Blow on it, shake it around, make sure it's tacky, so then when you put it on your eye, it doesn't move around as much. Wait for it to dry a little bit. If you want to use tweezers or anything to apply it with, you can. I just use my fingers. Take it, close your eye, put it on like that, or not like this. I'm not very good at applying eyelashes. Make sure they're in the right spot. If you need to trim them to make sure they are like your eye width, whenever if you have smaller eyes, do that. But yeah, that's what the eyelash looks like. Once you're done with your eyelashes, the last thing I do is put on highlighter and lipstick. You can put on highlighter when you do the rest of your makeup, like your face makeup, but I just do it last because it comes off easier for me if I do it earlier, and then if I do it later, it stays on longer. With highlighter, I take a brush like this. You can use one of those fan brushes too, or you can just use your finger if you want. Take it, put a little bit on your cheekbone so it glows a little bit like that. On the other side, and then I also put a little on the tip of my nose, on the bridge of my nose, above my brow and on my lip. Final step, lipstick. We are using this Wet n Wild again this year in color Miss C and Fierce. Take it, and then I do the bottom lip first. And you just put it on. Rub your lips together. Make sure it's not like messy or anything. Use concealer or whatever to clean it up if you need to, or just, yeah, whatever. Make sure you don't like rub it as soon as you put it on, because it will smear, but if you just wait like a couple minutes, then it will be fine like the entire day. Finally, what I do, I put on setting spray. You can just buy any setting spray. I use this kind. Take it, spray it on, and this is what the competition makeup looks like for this year. Hair is the same, middle part, slick back, low bun, whole 9 yards.